overlords. Um, Absolutely nothing I should be scared of, especially with the army that I've got building and the army that Flap has got building. So we're done talking about this. Now notice, my rally point's great. I see the back of the base. At this point, it should have ran, but I'm too busy. Like, oh, these guys are following me. I got them off, minerals. Maybe I'll try to grab them again, and I get them off for a split second before I'm killed. So you're dead. Good work. Back at home, my second tech lab is finally done, and this is where the units really start pouring out. Now, my ally is congratulating me on my good scouting. We both get to see the base a little bit now, but I came completely to the wrong conclusion. Like I said Zerg is teching when they're actually not. So I made a couple mistakes here, but what are you going to do? First placement match ever. So lots of supply depots going up. I almost get unit capped, or supply capped, I should say. And actually, I do right here for a split second. This Marine is not able to come out till about 3 seconds later, 6 seconds, since I guess we're going twice as fast. So during the loading screen, we had decided I'm doing the 3 barracks opener with Marines and Marauders. My partner Flap said he's going all Zealots. He's going to tech to Stalkers as soon as he can, and we'll rush. So that's exactly what we're doing. But I don't see any Stalkers, so I get a little bit worried, and then I think about it. It'll be okay. The Zealots are the meat shield, and I'm the glass cannon. Why not? So we move up, and I'm very anxious at this point. I want to take that Zerg down because I'm so confident he's teching. I want to get there fast. Now, let's see what's going on here. Here's another good example of some decent micro that somehow I pulled out of my butt, especially in this state. My heart is just pounding. You'll notice when we switch to everyone, we got a group of Zealots coming down this ramp ready to fight us, or maybe they're, going to rush on their own. Either way, I luck out because let's switch back to my view. We approach this ramp and I'm still in front. I still have two Marauders, couple Marines all up front, ready to just, get hit. I don't want anything to do with this, so I flip around 180 real quick. They manage to get 2 hits off, and my Marauder Flap Zealots take the front, the whole beating, and I'm free to pick these guys off at my leisure. Now here is where we got into a little tussle. I'm still so sure that Zerg is teching because of that single reactor. That alone just messed my whole view up, and I want to go Zerg bad. I'm scared of Zerg teching. I really don't want to deal with it later on. But Flap's got the right idea. He wants to go left because if you think about it, we had one big group of Zealots come in here that we just took care of, and now we have a second group of Zealots. So clearly, Red Protoss Massacre is going Zealots. There isn't much more. Either he's teching fairly far up the tree, and he's just making Zealots to save money, or he just wants some sort of straight Zealot build and he happens to be slow. So, you know what, I agree at this point. You're right. Let's go Protoss. If blue is teching, we'll get out of here, we'll take red out, or we'll do some serious damage. We can go back and tech with our armies, and, the game will be a little bit more drawn out, but who cares? So, here we go. Things are dying, things are exploding. There's blue fire, there's blood, and that'll be GG in just a couple seconds. Let's speed it up. This is boring. So, here we go. Red, GG's right now. Where are you? There it is. So that's the end of the game. And let's talk about what I'm going to go over in the article that's going to be posted with this video today. Build orders and modifying your build orders, adjusting your build orders, maybe modifying your strategy. This is huge. This is the last bottleneck that every player tends to face. This is the last, hill they have to climb. It's what's going to separate good players from great players. Good macro and, micro and build orders, they'll separate the bad players from, the decent players. But being able to adjust a build order on the fly and change your strategy, immediately when information is available is huge. That's the final frontier, so to say, of Starcraft. If you can get that down, it's a completely different level of gameplay. So, you know, I'd, I'd known at this point, not known, I thought that they were teching. And I wanted this rush to go down really quick, so that's why I was charging up. My plan was I was going to get in here real quick, whatever, and I was going to tech to Hellions real quick, or siege tanks, because I had figured we would see a huge roach or Hydra tech, and it turned out to be a lot better than we expected because red went down fairly simply. So had I, with that information in hand, the wrong information in hand, I was about to build, two war factories completely, and actually the first one's going up right here, completely because of false information. Um, Adjusting your build order and choosing a build order that is very, what's the word, that's simple to modify, is huge. You'll notice this three barracks opener for Terran is a great way to rush, but it doesn't offer too much flexibility. These barracks cost 150 minerals each. That's 300 minerals. This reactor and this tech lab cost 50 gas each. So you're looking at 100 gas and 300 minerals because of these two buildings. Now, I had wanted to go Hellions or siege tanks or whatever. I don't remember what my plan was at this point because I was just freaking out. But this is a lot of resources that got wasted because my initial rush, was wrong, or I thought was going to be wrong. So you want to make sure when you scout correctly and you make, good decisions. Obviously, it becomes a little bit easier once skill level becomes a little bit more, flattened out in the higher leagues, because people don't make mistakes like this. It's because this guy chose such a wacky build order that I thought he was teching. But changing your build order in mid game when you have to uh, really puts into perspective your previous spending. Now I'm going to go double war factories, or that was my plan. Oh crap, I wasted all this money on these guys, but what are you going to do? So choose a build order that's very simple to let go of if you have to. Once a build doesn't become useful anymore, it's time to get rid of it. It's time to tech up. It's time to go up a tier and get something done. But real quick, right before we end, let's look at everyone's view again. So this is what Blue ended up with. He had 4 hatcheries and he had tech to the layer. And look how many units he has. 1, 2 Zerglings, 3 Zerglings, 4 Zerglings, and he had 4 Zerglings here that we just killed. So he had 8 units, 8 Zerglings, mind you, the cheapest units. That means 4 times he clicked to build Zerglings at 9 minutes into the game. See, going a build like this seems like a good idea because, oh yeah, I'll be able to pump out, all these guys at once, but it doesn't become effective till late game. It'd be great if you had a queen for each one of these, all spawning larvae, and you had the resources to support, 4 hatcheries and all pumping out hydras or roaches at the same time, but you can't. It's not reasonable. It's not a good way to think. So before this video gets any longer, this is wrong, this is okay, and I like to think my scouting got a lot better since then. So you guys enjoy your Monday. I know I will. $6 pitchers at the bar by my place and 25-cent wings, so I'm going to have a good night. You guys should have a better night because you're all going to stay in and play Starcraft, right? So I just want to put it out that I envy you guys. I'd really rather be home playing Starcraft than going to a bar. Kind of sad. But until next time, take care and have fun.